Yeah, there's a chance that we get to the end of this and I've done this all completely wrong, but I think I understand. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Friday, so you know what time it is. Movie Minutes, the show where we talk about movies, review them, either from this week or sometime in the past we've been a little busy, like this week. Jack, it's been a busy one, I think, right?
Yeah, so I actually finished exams on Tuesday, so
Awesome.
it wasn't gonna be busy until I downloaded Minecraft. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft right now. Sorry, I was just looking back to make sure my PS4 is still on because Bryce is on my server not server, but he's on my world right now, and I don't want him to get kicked out.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Minecraft. I've been watching quite a bit of TV. Haven't really been watching a lot of movies, but I have watched a few, and they're pretty good ones. They're classics. I'm rewatching. It's not the first time I've watched them, but I watched Back to the Future 1 and Back to the Future 2. Classics. If you have not seen Back to the Future, I don't know like where you've been under a rock. Samuel, have you seen Back to the Future?
I've seen the first Back to the Future. I've not seen the second one or the third one, so I've been under a rock.
You can go ahead and skip the third one. The third it's good,
Okay.
but it's like the second one's the best one.
Okay.
Like the second one's better than the
third
first
one's
one.
the one with the Wild West, right?
Yeah, the third one's the Wild West one.
Is the second one the like actual future one? They don't go to the past.
Yeah,
right?
it's when they go to 2015.
Okay, that's right. And there's the hoverboards.
True. And kind of going on that 2015, 5 years ago, October 21st, I think the date was. I want to go and just say like they got some stuff really wrong, and then they underdid some stuff too.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so like they had for example, flying cars. They had flying cars everywhere, and like a bunch of weird stuff. No matter like this movie is set in 2015, but it still looks like it's the 80s, which is it's strange. But I'll say they got the style completely wrong. Nothing like that was right. They were wearing like chrome hats, and
Really?
I will say that
maybe we'll bring back chrome hats.
the Air Mags. You know about Air Mags, right?
They're the crazy shoes, right?
Yeah, the self-lacing shoes. Those are kind of dope.
Those are fire.
Those are fire.
Man, they actually make those, right? There are a few limited pairs.
Yeah, they came out on October 21st, 2015. For Back to the Future.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anyways,
I assume those are pretty expensive, but dang.
Yeah, they're very expensive.
Get my hands on those.
They're also self-lacing in real life too.
That's awesome.
So those are really cool. But some things that they got wrong, like that weren't really close, is TVs. Like they had like a TV, they had like a video chat, which I'm definitely sure wasn't a thing yet. It just like video chatting in 2015 was so much better than what they were showing, and they were like trying to depict the future. There's one scene where Doc Brown is like taking a picture, and he has like this cassette-sized camera, and it's like super futuristic. And I'm like, if you showed them an iPhone, they probably would have like flipped out. Like
That's crazy.
Even when they're supposed to be in the future, it's just they got some stuff really wrong, some stuff really right. Let me just go back. Back to the Future 1, set in the 50s, 55 to be exact. Great story. I know you guys have probably heard the John Mulaney bit about Back to the Future. I think that was John. Was that John Mulaney?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna mention. Yeah, that's a John Mulaney bit.
And let me just tell you that he's 100% right. They never do explain how Doc and Marty became friends. They never explain it. Also, Doc he's like 70. He's like 70 in the movie, right? And
I think so. Yeah, John Mulaney says he's either 40 or 80.
he looks so old, but he also looks so young, and it's the weirdest thing ever. And the guy's still alive. What's his name? Christopher something.
Really? Okay.
Christopher. I'm completely blanking on his last name, but he's still alive. Like he's still around and kicking.
So he's not actually that old.
No,
he wasn't at the time.
And he's been pushing hard for Back to the Future 4, but I don't think it'll ever happen because of Michael J. Fox's Parkinson's. But
Oh
he's
yeah.
he's the old guy, Christopher. I'm blanking on his name. His first name is Christopher. He's been lobbying. He's been lobbying for a Back to the Future Rick and Morty crossover because Rick and
That'd be
Morty's
crazy. That'd be so
partly
cool.
based on Back to the Future. But I will say that's right. John Mulaney was right. It is very weird. They never explained that. There's some very uncomfortable scenes with Marty and his mom because his mom has a big crush
Mom,
on
yeah.
him, and it's very very uncomfortable when his mom tries to kiss him. It's just not feeling that. It is interesting too because the person that plays the mom and the person that plays the dad, they play like three different versions of themselves in the first two movies. Like
Oh
the
yeah,
mom
that's
plays a
true.
teenage version of herself, which she really is, a middle-aged version, and then a grandma in the second one when they go to the future. And it's the same thing for the dad. So I just thought that was really interesting. Michael J. Fox
Yeah.
is
Okay.
he's great on camera. I don't know if he's a great actor, but he looks great on camera. And shout out to Caroline for saying that.
Speaking of Michael J. Fox, I don't remember where I saw this, but recently I saw this video. He was filming a different movie, and just like every time he kept saying Doc instead of, I think it was a video from a while ago, but just like, I don't know, it just seemed like that was really like his movie. And then like, ever since then, he's just missed it. Shout out to Michael J. Fox. It's sad that he has Parkinson's.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's so funny because like in Back to the Future, the first one and the second one, there's so many times where Michael J. Fox's character Marty McFly will just be like, wait, you mean to tell me? And he says that so much. He's like, wait, Doc, are you trying to tell me
yeah.
that you built a time machine in a DeLorean? Hold up, Doc.
um, You'll have to remind me. Okay, so the first movie, right?
Yeah,
Why are those people trying to kill the Doc in the first place? That's what I don't remember.
they're trying to. Who's trying to? Oh, the Libyans.
Doesn't
The Libyans.
they're like terrorists,
Yeah, the
right?
Libyan
They're like,
terrorists. Okay, so what happened was
why? Why?
so
Though?
Doc needed plutonium to fuel his
Okay, to fuel the
whatever,
DeLorean.
and the Libyans like found out a way for him to get it, and he was supposed to give it back to the Libyans, and he took it. So they stole. I think.
Okay, that makes a
yeah.
lot more sense.
No. I was wrong.
Wait, okay.
The Libyans stole it from the government, and they gave it to Doc Brown so he could build a bomb. And he doesn't build a bomb; he builds a time machine.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's crazy. I like that's such an odd plot point to add to that movie.
Yeah, it is.
Cause like I was like going through it in my head. It's been a while since I've seen it, and I was like, okay, I remember like they go back in time. There's like the flames on the ground. There's like the whole plot with the mom and the bully, and she falls in love with Marty, and then there's Johnny Be Good at the end. And then I was like, wait a second, why were there terrorists in that movie?
Yeah, it's because and that's kind of like the plot with like Marty wants to tell the Doc that he's gonna get shot, and the Doc doesn't.
Okay, yeah.
The Doc doesn't want to know about the future, so he rips up the letter that
Mm.
Marty writes him, like and puts it in his coat pocket, and then like at the end of the movie or whatever, the Doc gets shot whenever he goes back to the future because Marty was too late to get him, and he was wearing a bulletproof vest, and then he pulls like the letter out and
Mm.
it's like taped together. Let me tell you.
That's so clean.
Let me tell you though.
Yeah.
The end of the second movie is the biggest and the weirdest cliffhanger you'll ever see in a movie. So
Really? Okay,
so,
now I have to watch it.
So at the end of the second movie, I don't want to spoil it for you. I'm not. It's not.
It's fine.
It's not fine. It's. I mean.
Okay.
The,
It's not.
the,
fine.
the end of the second. Oh, I got to because it's too good to not talk about.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm
The
ready.
end. The end of the second movie. They're in the 50s, right? Because they had to go back.
Mhm.
So the way it works is, they go to the future because Marty's son gets put in prison for doing something with Biff. So they go to the future. Marty stops that, but the old Biff, like the old Grandpa Biff, sees like a bunch of stuff happening. He gets like an old sports almanac which has all the scores, and then he steals the DeLorean, goes back in time, gives it to Biff. So like he gives it to himself as like a high schooler. So
Oh no, he's gonna bet, right?
yeah.
I see where this is going. Okay.
So whenever they go back to the 80s, it's like terrible. It's like, and like Marty's dad's dead. Like Biff killed his dad
Oh my
and
gosh.
like married his mom. So there's that plot, and then so what happens is they have to go back in time to where the grandpa Biff gives it to him, gives the almanac to his younger self. So they go back to that event, and then Marty gets the sports almanac from Biff or whatever, and then so yeah, and then they're like in the 50s, and they're trying to go back, but it's a lightning storm, and so Marty's just like chilling in the middle of the road in the 50s, and like Doc is in the flying DeLorean time machine. Then the flying DeLorean time machine gets struck by lightning and disappears.
What?
And then a super shady guy in a black car comes up, and he's like, "Are you Marty McFly?" And he's like, "I have something for you." And he like reaches into his pocket like he's about to pull out a gun, and he pulls out like a super old note, and he goes, Marty's like, "Wait, who are you?" And he's like, "I'm from Western Union, and this letter's from you." And it's a letter from the Doc from 1885.
That's insane.
Or maybe it was 1855. I don't know.
Is that how it plays into the
next one?
Into the third one?
Yeah, but I don't know how Marty gets there. I'll have to. Oh no! Because at the very end, after he gets that note, he goes and finds the 50s Doc Brown, who had just sent Marty back to the future.
That's crazy. That's a really good ending.
It's so like if you think about it, that's so intricate. Like the way they interweave all the three movies that way, I think that's pretty cool. I think that's really ahead of its time. But,
shout out to Back to the Future.
Yeah, shout out to Robert Zemeckis and Steven Spielberg. I think Spielberg had something to do with it, right?
I think so.
I'm not sure.
I'm not positive though. Correct us in the comments.
I think it's Amblin, so yeah, I think it is Spielberg. All right, have you watched anything recently that's of note?
Honestly, I haven't watched anything recently. And we talked a good deal about Back to the Future.
Yeah, I agree.
We just call it there?
Yeah, let's call it here for the week.
Sounds good.
Let's just say there may or may not be a bonus video on Saturday.
Okay, sounds good.
We can make we'll you know what, we'll put a bonus exclusive video on YouTube on Saturday. Go ahead and watch that. We don't know what it's going to be about yet because we haven't talked about it, but go ahead and watch that next Saturday, 6 a.m. And there'll be a video aspect to it, so it'll be a little bit different than listening to a podcast. My YouTube username is, I'm pretty sure it's just Jack Stimart. If you can't find it, It's in our Instagram bio. You can follow us on Instagram at @the_Sipcast. Thank you very much for listening. Make sure you like and subscribe. And have a great weekend. We will see you tomorrow if you want to watch the bonus video.
See you guys.